Hello students, welcome to this e-learning platform of Galgotias University. This is Ruchi Agarwal from Department of Mass Communication, Galgotias University, and I am the host coordinator for the subject Basics of New Media. And today we will discuss about World Wide Web, domains, portals, search engines and browsers. So let's start. So the internet is based on a layered end-to-end model that allows people at each level of the network to innovate free of any central control by placing intelligence at the edges rather than control in the middle of the network. The internet has created a platform for innovation. Winton Cerf, widely known as the father of internet, co-designer of TCP and IP protocol and basic architecture of the internet, has said this. So let's discuss about the objectives. After completing this topic, students will be able to understand, explain the basics of the internet and its origin, describe functioning of the internet, gives examples of internet services, write technologies of the internet, list various uses of internet, illustrate how to surf different websites, demonstrate how to download files, open an email account, send and receive emails through an email account, and store and retrieve addresses from the address book. So let's discuss all of them one by one. So, uh, guess how it is possible to see the latest news, cricket, talk to our friend, check availability of railway reservation timings or status of a particular flight, send or receive mails, messages as when we wish to. So yes, if it is possible through the internet where all this happens like magic on few clicks of the mouse, millions of people across the globe are able to communicate and interact with each other through the internet. All we need for this is an internet connection on any computing device like desktop, palm top, laptop, mobile phone, etc. So applications of the internet have covered almost every field, be it education, research, and entertainment, communication, science, commerce, shopping, advertising, and many more. The internet is possible because of the ability to interact and share information uh, between the computers connected through a network. The internet is often called the network of networks, which enables us to interact and communicate with each other. So, history of internet. The internet was not developed within a period of a few days or a few months. Rather, it is the result of a long and aggressive research which took many years. In the 1969, American Department of Defense started a network of devices called ARPANET, Advanced Research Project Administration Network, with one computer in California and three in Utah. In September 1969, the University of California at Los Angeles, the Stanford Research Institute, the University of California, Santa Barbara, and the University of Utah were connected by a network that was called the ARPANET. As the use of the network gradually increased, other universities, research organizations, and private and commercial organizations also started using this technology. The internet, often referred to as the net, consists of a complex network of computers connected by high-speed communication technologies like satellites, microwave devices, etc. It allows easy and quick access to a huge amount of information resources stored at many different locations around the world. The actual term internet was finally coined in 1995 by the Federal Networking Council of USA. So how the internet functions. A corporate network may have its computers connected through a local area network governed by certain rules. Further, this network may be connected with other networks. But if different networks are governed by different rules, will they be able to communicate with one another? Imagine a group of people having one Tamilian, one Bengali, one Himachali, one Mizo, and one from Maharashtra trying to communicate with each other in their own native languages, failing to understand what the other person is trying to say. Therefore, to communicate with each other, some common standard must be followed. Functioning of the internet is not controlled by any one particular organization. It is managed by a group of voluntary organizations. These voluntary organizations have formed the Internet Society. They decide on the rules known as protocols for communication over the Internet. The different networks may have their own rules that they follow internally, but when they communicate with each other, they must follow some common rules. It's like we speaking our mother tongue at home, but while communicating in a mixed group, we use a common language, mainly Hindi or English. In order to work with the internet, we need to know certain related terms like www, web browsers, web pages, websites, etc. You should know how to get connected to the internet. Once connected, how to use it. Most of the terms of the internet are prefixed with the term web. The electronic pages seen on the internet are known as web pages. A web page can be defined as a document that we see on the internet. Many web pages linked with each other combine to form a website. A web page can be written in the language known as HTML, Hypertext Markup Language. HTML is a very simple language having a number of options to represent text. Many other scripting languages have now been developed which can be embedded into HTML, giving in the power to interact with users. These are discussed in detail in the next slide. So these dynamic web pages can take inputs from users and give information accordingly, taking in the location of the user before displaying the weather forecast. For example, a protocol called Hypertext Transfer Protocol is used to transmit and receive the web pages. Next, use of the internet. So in the internet is extensively used for a wide variety of purposes. Some of these are mentioned below. For example, search for information. A number of programs called search engines are available to search for the information on any topic. Some famous search engines are like www.google.com, wikipedia.com, webopedia.com, msn.com, yahoo.com, etc. Uh, if you talk about electronic mail or email services, the internet is commonly used for sending and receiving emails. We can send a message electronically to any person on the globe provided that person has an email ID. This service is fast and economical. Uh, Another one is chatting. Chatting involves textual exchange of message in real time. Chat servers provide facility to create virtual chat rooms, and only the members associated with these rooms are allowed to share messages. Chat works best if the time is scheduled by both the parties who are willing to chat, as both the party must be connected to the internet while chatting. Some common chat engines are Yahoo Messenger, Google Talk, Reddit Bowl, etc. Instant messenger services. These tools can be used to send messages instantly. It also allows us to talk to anyone anywhere in the world. This is a cheaper and quicker method compared to other services. Unlike chatting, it is not necessary to have an account with the same provider. Additionally, both the users need to be connected while sending messages. We can easily download the messenger software from the internet. Example, MSN, Messenger, Yahoo, Messenger, etc. Next one is Newsgroup. Newsgroup is an e-service hosted by many newsgroup organizations. One can become a member of Newsgroup and read and share current affairs and messages. News group over a broad domain of interest including education, science and technology, medicine, arts, sports, etc. So, another one is Usenet is one such example. Teleconferencing. So people can have a conference or meeting sitting at different locations with a microphone attached to their computers. Another one is video conferencing. In teleconferencing, we are able to talk to each other sitting at different places, but in video conferencing, we can also see what is happening at the other side. We have observed that the anchor, panelists, experts sitting at different locations across the globe communicate and share their views in many news channels. For this, we need a web camera and a microphone connected to the computer system with high bandwidth connection and video conferencing software. Another one is e-commerce. E-commerce for electronic commerce means online transaction of business. In this, the vendor and customer conduct a transaction sitting at different geographical locations connected through the internet. The customer need to strain himself by visiting a number of shops outside in scorching heat or heavy rains. So he can do shopping by sitting at home, visiting the desired e-commerce site and placing an order online. For example, shopping.indiatimes.com or the ebay.com, shoppingreddit.com, etc. Another one is m-commerce. It is an acronym for mobile commerce. It is an upcoming technology after e-commerce. It involves buying and selling of goods and services electronically through wireless handheld devices at any place. We can do transactions through our mobile phones also. Next is connecting to the internet. In order to activate internet services on any computer, it requires an internet connection from an internet service provider. There are several internet service providers in India like BSNL, Airtel, Reliance, etc. They charge some nominal fee for installation and connection. Depending on the requirement, we can get an internet connection in any of the following ways. Like dial-up connection, we can get connection to the internet by dialing the IPS number. Another one is leased lines. A dedicated line is led especially for the connection. Another one is broadband. This also provides a good speed. So these are another one is Wi-Fi broadband. These days when wireless connections are available, for this we need to have a Wi-Fi card attached to the computer and wireless modem. Uh, so this is also one of the way how you can connect to the internet. So these all gives you the maximum speed through their dial-up connections or Wi-Fi speed. So this is what is about the connecting to the internet. So today the internet is a public, cooperative and self-sustaining facility, accessible to hundreds of millions of people worldwide. It is used by many as the primary source information consumption and fueled the creation and growth of its own social ecosystem through social media and content sharing. Furthermore, e-commerce or online shopping has become one of the largest use of internet. So these are few references from where you can gain some in-depth knowledge about internet, web browsers, web portals, domain, websites, www dot, like what is World Wide Web, etc. So thank you for watching this lecture. Next time we will meet with some new and exciting topic. Thank you very much.